3, 2, 1.
All right, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message for Neo. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes it's CSI and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. Thank you, ancestors, moving in love and light. Ashe, 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 oh. All right. Spirit is acknowledging that he needs to get grounded, that he has poor manners, lack of tact, discourtesy, and politeness. Social grace is required. On the bottom of the deck, Spirit is acknowledging that it is raining cats and dogs, and this is why he's not grounded. For him in his life, he's going through a temporary intensity. This could involve a water sign, or he could just be extremely emotional. But this is a temporary intensity, requesting that he surrenders. This too shall pass, release, and a cleansing. So he needs a cleansing. And this is important because what? There's some brouhaha in the midst of this, excuse me. So if you follow me, if you're an avid follower, which I appreciate, or not, if this is your first time, this is my brouhaha card. When I see this cat, it just reminds me that cats have 9 lives, but it's also something, the energy that bounces off of this card, that just gives me Holly weird, that gives me someone trying to interrupt or intrude upon someone's energy through use of manipulation, whatever ways that they can mastermind or alchemize to disrupt someone's energy, someone's thought process, someone's movement, etc. So Spirit is acknowledging breakthrough, solution, or originality, receptivity, and faith. They're just, I mean, this is just what it is. This is just, I don't know how else to say it. It is what it is. So let's tap some more into his energy. Neo. Let me get the name because this happens as well. Neo, real. Thank you, Spirit. They want me to call him by his real name. Neo. What? Thank you. Oh, okay. Shaffer, Shamir Smith. Is that his name? Shaffer? Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna call him Shaffer. Oh, I hope I'm saying it right. All right, so Shaffer. See what happens? See what happens when you call it a real name? It's just what it does. Okay, so again, it feels like someone is manifesting him to be like the love of their life. It's a woman here. There's some deja vu energy. She's being patient. She's also being blissful when it comes to him. She's also acknowledging that there's a lot of admiration and loyal followers, and he's a celebrity crush at a concert. So maybe this is the way of how they met each other. How she met Shaffer. Right now, she's acknowledging, and I don't know why we're tapping into her energy, whoever she is, but she's acknowledging that there is some time apart, like there's distance between their two hearts, like they're on different time zones or something. Like we're not close. We're not as close as she would like, clearly. And she says that this is because of his addiction, the excessive drinking, sex addict, unhealthy coping mechanisms. And this is what keeps them distant. Spirit is also acknowledging that she is drowning in her emotions, but he is. It feels like more so him. So now we're tapping back into his energy, and could be a water sign, or he could be just emotional, but he's drowning in his emotions. And there's some energy that's just unexplored as to why he's here, why he's in this environment, why he's feeling this way. And it's very unpredictable. Some of the things that he does is very unpredictable. Spirit is saying that he's pretending he's a performer. See, it's in reverse. He's pretending because he is being fake, and he is in fear, and he's unapproachable even right now. Spirit says that he's aware of this energy, but he's also using it to manipulate others. He's cunning, he's slick, and he's trying to outsmart people. He's dedicated to this energy almost. And again, we see red, he needs to get grounded. 3 is a significant number for him, but he's dedicated. He's training. He feels very talented and very active in this energy, which is interesting because this is completely like, off the path. Thank you, Spirit. This is not where he should be. Spirit says that he has third party issues, like he's a player, he's indecisive, and he's disloyal. He's choosing people. He's choosing these mountains representing ups and downs in life over his priorities. Interesting. Moving in love and light. Shaffer. Current energy. Shamir Smith. Shaffer Shamir Smith. Also known as Neo. Current energy. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. So Spirit is acknowledging that there's this energy of into the unknown with the number 7 as significant to him. Inexperience plus overconfidence can lead you into a dangerous situation for which you are unprepared. Always remember that wisdom comes from experience. Keep an open mind and enter this part of your journey with alert eyes. Don't assume you know this territory. You may not recognize what is hidden by camouflage. This is not a time for careless adventure. No, it's not. This is almost like a red alert is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing symbols like red flags. I'm seeing symbols like pay attention, open your eyes, because this is going to affect your health. Pay attention. Okay. Shaffer Shamir Smith, also known as Neo. What is the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yep, moving in love and light. Okay, so we get the mojo bag. So I already said that it was popping out that somebody was manipulating his energy. He is aware of this. And so he has a mojo bag, justice and karma. It's coming after him. It could be something that he did in his previous life, but it's coming after him. He's acknowledging, okay, because now we see images of like root workers and practices being had and being done. And so it is what it is. And people, so someone's manipulating his energy. I mean, it's just what it is. Root workers encourage us to consider our ancestors, our closest next of kin in the spirit world. One way to work with spirits for the skilled conjurer practitioner is to assemble a mojo bag, also known as a conjure hand or jack ball, or a prayer in a pouch. For the enslaved people who were brought here against their will in centuries past and who survived the worst of horrors, mojo hands were a connection, to the spirit world that offers solace amidst unimaginable adversities. What do folks place in their prayer bag? Thank you, ancestors. It depends on the practitioner, the recipient, and of course the intention of the outcome. One Ozark practitioner explained that the red flannel pouch is the flesh, and the animal bones or stones you place inside are the bones, and the liquor or the cologne that you splash in feeds the spirit, who is invited to come and inhabit the pouch in order to assist you on your quest for justice or luck. And so it's confirmation that he's under some kind of attack. For number 1, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes, but it's also confirmation that he needs to protect himself. The second card, I believe, said cleansing, and so this just reiterates it's a resonating thing for him to cleanse, to get this energy off of you, to empower yourself, your flesh, your spirit. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, all right. Shaffer Shamir Smith, also known as Neo. What is it that you want me to share? Moving in love and light. Okay, so we do get the mirror in reverse. Okay, so this is what I see is what I get. What I perceive of what I see is who I am. So in reverse, this is acknowledging that he has some self-esteem issues, pride, self-inflicted pain. He's conceited, narcissistic, self-centered, egotistical, cocky, focused on the past, and a copycat. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Oh, thank you, ancestors. Shaffer Shamir Smith, also known as Neo. What is the energy that you want me to share? Moving in love and light. Shaffer Shamir Smith. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Look at this card. Under a spiritual attack, fighting off negative energies, fighting a spiritual warfare, needing to clear his energy subconsciously because it's toxic and it's poison. It's something is just literally spiritually taking over his body. People used to call drinks like this spirits. So it just, again, indicates that there's something going on here. And Spirit is saying that he in his feelings. Like, he's in his feelings. He knows that this situation is just fucked up. All right. Shaffer, Shamir Smith, also known as Neo. Current energy. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so he is operating in his third house. Current energy is that he is operating in his third house. So let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit. So in the third house, this is focused on the mind, thinking, communication, siblings, social activity, interest, neighbors, and early education. That's where he is right now. Spiritually, he is making the connection. Making the connection to make some right decisions spiritually. Mentally, the idea is still in question. So it feels like he's at war with himself. And then physically, he needs to get his ideas going, but he can't because he's at war with himself. And this speaks to why he is in such displace. Thank you, Spirit. Moving in love and light. All right, so what does Neo, Shaffer, Shamir Smith need to focus on to get out of this, to move in love and light? Nature. Does he have some earth sign element in his chart? But Spirit wants him to get into nature. When I see flowers, I think of love. They want him to get back into an energy of love. Because he's not there. Like, this is what they want for him. I see white, peace. I see green, the heart chakra. I see orange, just emotional. Red, getting grounded. Yellow, the solar plexus. I see pink, passion. Okay, this I can. And then I see blue, which is communication. The sun does not shine for a few trees and flowers, but for the entire world. Okay, for the entire world. Take some time to enjoy nature, even if you only have the time for a short stroll around the block. The fresh air and movement will do you good. Open yourself to the little bits of magic that the world has to offer along the way. Notice the tall trees swinging in the breeze, dandelions growing through cracks in the sidewalk, ants dutifully carrying crumbs, thank you, Spirit, from here to there. There is a whole world beyond your own and our own. Nature has a way of offering us much needed change in the atmosphere to reset a busy day. Get outside. It'll help you clear your mind, Spirit is saying, and do something with your endorphins, energize. But get out of the house. Get out of the house. Get out of that energy that kind of keeps you in a sunken place, for a lack of better words. I don't know why I'm being directed to say it, but I am. Sunken place again. Interesting. Okay, so anyway, Shaffer, Shamir, thank you, Spirit. Smith, he's unfocused with the Knight of Swords in reverse, air sign energy, thinking, bully, and has a lot of missed opportunities. And so because of this, he feels like he has a lack of control, delays, and bad luck coming his way. With the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck, there's a woman behind this. Interesting. With the Nine of Pentacles, this woman is making a lot of money. She's independent. There's pregnancy here, which could be a manifestation or an actual pregnancy, wealth, and a thriving business. And so subconsciously, he's not happy because of this. I wonder who it is and what. Okay, now thank you. All right, thank you. All right, so anyway, in the middle of the deck, this is resulting in him having poor health. I suggested that he get his situation together before it affects his health. Underachieving and shattered dreams with the Nine of Cups, making him very emotional, and could involve a water sign. But there's definitely a female behind this, okay? All right, moving on. What is Neo, Shaffer, Shamir Smith's biggest obstacle? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Biggest obstacle. I read obstacles in reverse with the Two of Swords. Indecision, emotional detachment, and overwhelming. And there's some issue with his mother. He has some childhood issues with his mother that are unresolved. It makes him emotional. And then we get to Queen of Wands. Subconsciously, his biggest obstacle is a woman who's coming off as a mean girl code with low confidence. And in the middle of the deck, another obstacle for him that we're not seeing is he does have a lack of belief. He needs to surrender, but he feels like surrendering is weak, okay, and giving up. With the Seven of Wands, this is some fire sign, passion, and revolving passion and work, okay? So this is his biggest obstacle. This woman is also, feels like a very fiery, lots of debates, lots of chaos, lots of arguments, okay, in the area of passion, but also work as well. What's next for Neo? Shaffer, Shamir, Smith. What's next? Look at this card. Want to come out so bad. With the Knight of Pentacles, working for what he wants, being persistent, conservative, and trying to be a responsible person. Spirit is acknowledging that there's some new business and new opportunities, abundance, and investments coming his way. But in the middle of the deck, he needs to be very careful because, again, it's coming out that he is going to have some issues with health and still feeling like there's some underachievement here in Shattered Dreams. It feels like the music that he's made has definitely laid the foundation for him to continue to have like some form of residual income, and that he is, you know, slowly trotting along this same path of making music or singing his old songs. Like I said, this feels like this old money is still very good money. Okay, don't get me wrong. But his health is going to be of an issue. So moving in love and light, wishing him the best. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does. Again, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes.